Hey guys, Rhine1988 or Justin back here to do my Thursday review, and this week we're talking about the film M, which was picked by Greg Arganda. And first of all, I have to say, Greg, thank you for picking this movie. One, I had never heard about this movie until it was picked, until, we were told that this was going to be the film that Greg picked. So this was the first time I heard about this movie, and this was about a week ago. The film is directed by Fritz Lang, or Ling. If I'm saying his last name wrong, I'm sorry. The film came out in 1931, and it stars the main actor, Peter Lorre, If I'm saying his last name wrong, I'm sorry. But M is basically about a child murderer, and it opens with a little girl. She is murdered in the film, and there's a big investigation going on who this child murderer is. Because this has been happening for a while now, and they can't find him. And so people are being pointed out, people are suspects, people are being accused of being the murderer, and then eventually in the middle of the movie you find out that Peter Lorre, if I'm saying his last name wrong, I'm sorry again, he is the child murderer, and you find that out in the middle of the movie. And so eventually he is caught, but not caught by the police. He is actually caught by the people of the town. And he is later, at the end of the film, confronted by these people, people who have lost their children, family members, friends, and just the town people that want to bring this guy to justice and kill him. So that is all I'm going to say about this film, because I don't want to spoil it for you. And it's a very simple plot, I know, but I just don't want to spoil the movie for you, if you haven't seen it yet. But overall, I have to say I really enjoyed him. I thought it was a really good film. And what's really sold me about this movie was the ending, when he is confronted by the townspeople, because they're going through hard times. Kids were killed. There's a child murderer out there, and he's confronted by the townspeople, family members and friends of the children, and it's just an awesome ending. And when you get into that ending, and Peter Lorre's acting, in ways you feel sorry for him. He has done wrong things. He's a child murderer, and that's always wrong. But there's times with that ending that you do feel sorry for him because of his acting. He brings his acting out, especially at the end of the film. And that whole time I was watching that ending, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just really hooked onto that ending. I really enjoyed the ending of the film. And most of it has to do with his acting. I thought his acting was awesome in that last 10-15 minutes of the film when he's confronted by the people, and you don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not going to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it yet. But overall, I think the ending really topped it for me, because before that ending I thought the film was just going to be pretty good. I enjoyed it, but there were some things I didn't like about it, and I'll get to that in a minute. But that ending just sold it for me, and I thought the film was really good once I finished the movie. I thought the whole movie was really good, but before that ending, I just thought I would have thought the film was pretty good. But other things I liked about this movie, the directing and cinematography was really good. I love the directing because there's a couple scenes, and they actually do this in John Carpenter's Halloween as well. If you remember at the end of John Carpenter's Halloween, when you have those shots of different places, rooms, houses, towards the end of the film, when, basically the ending, and you have those different shots of houses or rooms or the stairs or something. It does it in this film, at least that's what I saw when I was watching it. The scene when the mother's calling out to her daughter in the beginning of the movie, and you hear the mother, but you see these different shots of empty rooms or buildings or something. I thought that was really good, and I thought the directing was very well done there, and I like those shots. And it happens somewhat at the end of the film as well, where you just have these different shots of different areas of different places, and I like that. So again, the directing, cinematography, great job. And I love black and white films do this, when you have the shadowings of a person's back head, or the shadowing on a person's face, and you see that in this film, and I like that. And that's one thing I love about black and white films. I love black and white films, but I think one of the best parts for me is the shadowings of the faces, or shadowings on the wall, or items, and you know, when they darken the film right and they use that shadowing. I thought that was really good. So overall, there's a lot of things I liked about this movie. The acting was, in my opinion, mixed. I thought most all the lead actors did a great job. I think some of the side actors, I just, you know, it was alright. But I think Peter Lawyer, if I'm saying his last name wrong, I'm sorry. I thought his acting was the best, especially at that end. But he also plays a killer very creepy. He has this whistle in the movie where he's whistling the song. His eyes, when they get wide, are very creepy and crazy. And so, you know, he is definitely by far the best actor in this film. And that ending really proved it. When, again, there's times when you feel sorry for this guy who's killed children. And you don't want to feel sorry for him, but with his acting, it did just really, you know, really good acting. And then, you know, and before I saw the ending, I was thinking about this, but when I saw the ending, I could see how it worked well. When the killer is revealed, when Peter is revealed as the killer, in the middle of the movie, I thought, oh man, I wish they would have held off a little bit. But before I saw that ending, I thought about that. But then once I saw the actual ending, and when he's confronted by the people, I could see why they revealed him a little bit early. So overall, I have no complaints about this movie, and I highly recommend this movie to anybody who is curious about this movie. And if you haven't heard about this movie, definitely check it out. I mean, it's definitely worth a watch, because I think, in my opinion, the ending was the best part, and I think a lot of people will like that ending, because it was a good ending. It really, really was, and I have to, again, thank Greg for picking this, because I had not heard about this movie. I did not read reviews. I didn't listen to reviews. I didn't watch trailers or nothing. And like I said, I actually got this movie off of instant rental on Amazon, because I couldn't find the movie at the library where I worked. Gosh, I just stuttered. I couldn't find it at a video store, and you know, I wanted to see what this movie was about, so I was so happy when I was able to instantly rent the movie off Amazon, and so I enjoyed the movie a lot. I thought it was really good, and I recommend it for anybody to check it out. It is called M. Again, it's directed by Fritz Lang. It stars Peter Lawyer. I don't know how to say his last name right, so I'm sorry again. But definitely by far the best acting in the film, and it came out in 1931. And also, I want to say, for a movie that is really old, it doesn't feel like a 1931 film. There's times in this movie where it did not feel like a 1931 film. It felt like a 1950 film, or 60. Never ever felt like a 1931 film, and that's just my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed my review of them. Thank you guys for watching, and definitely, you know, watch everybody else's reviews, because again, it's awesome when we all have our own opinions of this film, and you can definitely check out everybody else's reviews. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are having a good day. You know, have a great rest of the week, and have a great weekend coming up, and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.